What's up, YouTube? It's Ambitions Vapor coming at you with another review today. Today's review is going to be a little different. It's on what clones to buy and what clones to avoid. A lot of time. The reason why I got the glasses on is because I got a lot of light here and it bothers my eyes. I'm not trying to be like Big Lou East Coast or anything, even though he's a cool dude. What's up, Big Lou? So I've spent a lot of money on buying clones from eBay, from websites, from different manufacturers. Not the RDAs, not the RBAs, not the mech mods. The actual manufacturer that makes the clones. That's what this review is about, what to avoid. I've spent a lot of money on clones that I get in that they say it's a 1-1 clone. It looks like a 1-1 clone, but the metal they use is cheap. It doesn't perform the way it should. It's janky. It falls apart. The pins come out, etc. Places that I've bought, like on eBay, you have to be very careful about what you purchase on eBay, because I just got a Tobacco. I tried to buy a Tobacco version 1.5 plume veil that's white to go with my Stingray X clone that I purchased from SXK, which I haven't received yet. But you know, so I'm going to show you some RDAs, some RBAs, some mech mods that I have purchased, that I have, and I'm going to let you know straight up honest which ones are good quality, the pros and the cons, and etc. So I'm going to start right off right now because this thing bothered me. I bought the Veritas RDA from E-Siggity. It's an E-Pro is the manufacturer that made this. Now, it sucks. The flavor is horrible. It could be because of the manufacturer, which I think it is, because a lot of people say that the Veritas has great flavor. It's a flavor chasing RDA. But, I mean, you can even tell with like that 510 pin. I mean, look how small and janky that looks. I mean, the drip tip that comes with it, you know, I mean, this thing just has the worst flavor ever. The nut, the screw, that, I mean, you guys probably know what it is. I'm not going to really, you know, take it apart, but inside there is like a nut, a bolt that screws onto the positive lead that runs directly right up the RDA. And that screw lasted one Titan. It's so small and so shitty of a nut that I got one try out of it, one build out of it, and it stopped. It just kept, the thread just went, it started backing out, and etc. So I'm going to let you know another thing right now. Tobacco, personally, I love Tobacco. I will not buy any other clone product if it's not made by Tobacco. The reason why is that if you think about it, I don't know if I mentioned this on another review, I might have, but if you buy an RDA from E-Pro, Sig Green, King 2, whoever, and it has the same price as the Tobacco, okay, and it comes with a drip tip, and you buy a another RDA, like the Freak Show, okay? Well, it's probably a bad analogy, but like the plume veil. I don't have it in front of me right now, but the plume veil, version 1 that I got from Tobacco, it does not come with a drip tip. Now, it's the same price. One comes with a drip tip, one does not. If you just think about it, what information do you get out of that? One does not have a drip tip and one does. Same price, different manufacturer. What I get out of it is they put more quality into the RDA, because that is another piece of metal. It's another piece of material that they have to produce, that they have to add to the RDA. And I can back up this theory because I bought a Plumeveil, I bought a Plumeveil, I think it was a 1.5 from Infinite off vaperoyalty.com. And that one had a drip tip. And the AFC ring, I sent it back. I don't have it in front of me. The AFC ring, you could feel that the metal was cheap. Very light, cheap, flimsy. You get my drift. You guys probably know what the hell I'm talking about. And the flavor was muted completely. The flavor was, well, no, not on the Plumeveil. The Mephisto that I bought from Infinite, it was completely muted on the flavor. The Plumeveil, I compared it to my Tobacco, and the Tobacco had better flavor than the Infinite. I did a review on that as well. So, I mean, I guess this is, subjective, but I don't really think it's subjective. Either one has, good quality metal that they use, and you can tell, and one has good flavor, and one does not have good flavor. Now, the reason why this is a problem is because now that, okay, I've tried Mephisto, I've tried Plumeveil. Let's say it was the first time, and I bought them from Infinite, and I had a bad experience from Infinite and from that RDA. I'm going to think that all Plumeveils, all Mephistos, all Veritaases suck. And that is not the case. That is definitely not the case. The case is the manufacturer that made the clone of that sucks, not the actual RDA. Now, the actual RDA could suck as well, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it does. Do you see where I'm getting at, guys? I bought the Praxis brass mech mod from eBay. I don't even know, I can't even tell you what manufacturer this is. That's another reason why I don't like eBay. It can't be trusted. There's too many people on there that sell too many things. They can put up whatever the F they want, and then you get it. Yeah, then you can write a review and saying that it's not the actual thing. But then they have 3,000, 8,000 transactions. You're going to read through all those reviews. You still have to make a decision on your own because that is subjective. Some person might think it has better flavor on a Dogue versus the Plumeveil, or the CLT Infinite version 2, or maybe the CLT version 3 is better than the 2, or maybe the different manufacturer that made that one's got better flavor than the other one. It causes this big confusion and big misleading the consumer, which is us, buying a product and spending our hard-earned money. Now, it is what it is, guys. That is what it is. I mean, we can't really do anything about that. You can do one thing and not buy clones anymore. You could do that. People are probably going to leave a comment on there below saying that. But I'm not going to spend $150 for an RDA that even the real ones that cost over $100 are still janky, still have issues. If I spend $150 on a Plumeveil RDA, it better be perfection. It better be spotless. Better have no machining, no oils, no issues, no jankiness, no bad screws, no nothing. And that is not the case. So for me, to the US sellers that don't like these clones, you're going to have to do something, guys. You're going to have to drop the price. Don't drop the quality, but drop the price. Now, me saying that, you might drop the price, and the quality is going to drop with it as well. But, I'd be fine with that because, I mean, I'm not paying. I can get the clone that functions just great. I might have to jump through some hoops and some obstacles to find the right one to get and go through some issues and buying ones that are bad to find that out. But still, I could buy 7 Plumeveil clones for the price of 1 authentic. I'm not going to buy an authentic. If your price drops, yes, I will. If it's under $100, I will. Like the Freak Show RDA, authentic, made from China. It's an authentic. It's good quality. It has great effing flavor. And it was $30. I'll spend $30. I'll spend $50. No doubt. I'll spend $50. I'll spend maybe 80 on an authentic. But I can have 7 different clones of different RDAs for the price of one authentic nowadays. Ain't happening. People can disagree with me all you want. Yes, I wish that the clones would take the trademark off of it. Like the tugboat from Tobacco. Like the tugboat. They could call this the fucking fog boat. For all I give a shit. And take off all the trademark. And it looks exactly like the tugboat. It's a 1-1 clone. I would buy it. This review video is not about that. It's about what to look for and what not to look for when you buy a clone. This is the Praxis Brass, like I was saying before. I didn't get into it. I don't know who the F made this. It is good. It hits like a train. The switch is a little, you know, I did a review on it, but the switch is a little, it's got a little space in between the Addy. Sometimes it's a little hard to hit, but I've heard issues with that with the authentic Praxis. So, you know, I've taken this apart. I saw the button. The spring's not the same spring as the Praxis, the authentic Praxis, but this thing's not bad. For $32 I paid for it. I've been starting to buy clones at a little bit more money, but I bought a Tobacco, like I was saying before. I bought a Tobacco version 1.5 Tobacco, supposedly, off of eBay, okay? You guys probably know about Tobacco, right? It comes with a box. See this box here? See this box? There's no Tobacco on it. It's just fucking green and white bullshit, right? Now, you know Tobacco's boxes, like the tugboat, it has Tobacco on it. Okay, this is another thing to look out for, guys. See how it has Tobacco all over the fucking box? Well, look out for the ones. Oh, let me show you another box. I bought this Vertex. I'm jumping around the video, guys. I'm trying to show you what I got. I bought the Vertex version 2 from King 2. It comes in this box. It just says fucking Atomizer. It doesn't say King 2. Just says Atomizer. That could be a clone of anybody from any manufacturer. You don't fucking know. It says Atomizer on it. That's what I mean. This is off of eBay. Okay? This is off of eBay. Now, the Vertex, the middle contact positive post spins. When I put 24 gauge in there and I tighten it down, it spins. And the screws cut the leads of 28 and 26 gauge wire. Now, authentic clones could have that same issue because then maybe they made it like a 1-1. But that says Atomizer on it. I buy it. It looks okay, but there's 2 different versions. There's one that has this drip tip that's bigger than a 510, and this one's bigger than, and then there's another version of it, version 2 from King 2 clone or whatever, that has a 510 for the drip tip. There's 2 different versions. So you see what I'm getting at? H Cigar. I bought a Nemesis clone for $40 off Vape Royalty from H Cigar. Highly recommend H Cigar. Sig Green. Tobacco. King 2, no. E-Pro, no. Infinite, no. SXK, made by Infinite. I'm going to have a review. I haven't got that yet. I have this the first SXK clone that I purchased, but I did a lot of research. I did a lot of searching around before I went and bought it. I almost bought Tobaccos because I like Tobaccos. I trust Tobacco. Trust them. I trust them. But I went with the SXK because I heard from, Reddit, Vaping Underground, e-cigarette forums, that the SXK is better than the Tobacco on the Stingray X version. Now, I'm going to get back to this. This is the issue. This is why I'm ranting, guys. Yes, I'm ranting. But this is why I'm ranting. I purchased this off of eBay, and it said Tobacco clone version 1.5. white. Tobeccos do not come with drip tips. None of them come with drip tips. If you go on to eBay, you go somewhere and it says Tobecco and it has a drip tip with it, it's not Tobecco. Tobecco does not come with drip tips. So, fucking scam artists. They're cloning clones. That's what's going on now, especially on eBay. They are cloning clones. They're making fakes of fakes. Now it's becoming bullshit. Now I might start buying authentics because the prices of the authentics are dropping down. Like you can get a Ragnarok mechanical mod, 99.99% copper, 18,650, and plus all the other $70, $70, under $100 for a very good mechanical mod. But I've been buying a lot of stuff on eBay recently just because, you know, a little better deals. If you see a deal on there that's a little too good to be true, it usually is. Do not buy it. If you see a Tobecco clone or some clone on there for like 10 bucks, don't buy the shit. It's $20, right around $17 to $25 for a Tobecco or a decent clone. That's the price that you want to stay at. If it's anything below like $15, even around $15, I'd be skeptical because I bought this for I think it was like $13, $14. Tobecco clone, right? Version 1.5 Plumeville. Number 1, came with a fucking drip tip, okay? Number 2, you see how there's 4 holes on that top cap? 5 holes on Tobecco's version 1.5 clone. Tobecco is starting to take their clones, adding some upgrades of their own through feedback and creativity and innovation, and they're actually innovating the actual clones of the real thing so you can get one better than the authentic. That's my IMO, personal opinion, but that's what they are doing to some clones. Now I mean, you know, also, I knew, I had a gut feeling. So I went and researched, and I looked at a Tobecco clone, and I could definitely tell that this was not it, because they usually have a serial number on the bottom of the Plumeville. Okay? Oh, I wish I had my... Where is it? I do have it. Hold on. This is the version 1 Tobecco clone, okay? See that serial number? This doesn't... I know it's a different version, but I know that their 1.5 has a serial number, okay? The second thing that I noticed, well, yeah, the drip tip came with a drip tip. Tobecco does not come with a drip tip. But on the... let me see if I can take it apart. Hold on. The machining on here, the white paint scattered all over the place. I heard that about even Tobecco's clone, like the spray. It's kind of like they use like auto body spray, and it gets on the inside of it. I can't take this apart, but the holes on the posts are even janky. They're like it's a piece of shit. So you know, you have to be skeptical and you have to be vigilant on buying clones, specifically on eBay. I mean, I'm kind of upset about it. And now, so after this, I went on to eSiggity and I bought the 1.5 clone by Tobecco from eSiggity. I don't think I'm buying I don't think I'm buying clones off eBay, any vape stuff off eBay anymore, because it could be totally misleading. I contacted the guy, and the guy said, like, oh, can you take a picture of it? We might have sent you the wrong fucking RDA or a different manufacturer. Really? Most people probably wouldn't know that the version 1.5 Tobecco clone has 5 holes and doesn't come with a drip tip. The only way you would know that is if you've bought a Plumeville Tobecco before, or you did a lot of research. But a lot of people might not do the research. I don't know. But I can see how they can like try to sell you something and call it something else. I can like, my gut feeling is this dude's a fucking bullshit artist. And he's going to try to, like, have me send that back, and he's going to send me another one. Nah, give me my fucking money back. I already bought another one. Too late. Why are you going to fake a fake? I just don't get that. I do not get that. I get to clone stuff, because 9 out of 10 people cannot afford the authentic. I mean, I make $52,000 a year, and I still can't afford that shit. I mean, even if I could, if I was a millionaire, I would not buy that. I'm not spending $150 on a little piece of metal. I know it's design. No, I don't care. I don't care if you guys think it's wrong. I don't give a shit. I'm from Boston. We have an aggressive personality. We say what's on our mind very bluntly. And that's just it, you know? I'm not spending that fucking hard-earned money on an authentic like that. Let me take a toke, man. Oh, I'm done with the rant, guys. I'm done with the rant. Now, another thing is juice. Buying e-juice. Now, I buy most of my e-juice. I do get some products that I do reviews that people send me for review, like Kilo e-liquids, Enjoy for the artist collection, a couple others. But you don't know if you're going to like a juice until you try it. Now, I'm going to be opening up a vape shop very soon in the near future in Boston, in Quincy, Mass. And, you know, I wish I made my own product line, because what I would do is I would offer sampler packs. Now, some places do, but I think all e-juice companies should offer sample packs. 5 ml bottles of each juice or whatever line they sell, and you should be able to buy at a pretty inexpensive thing. I'm going to do that. You know, I probably shouldn't be saying this. It's a good idea. It's not really an idea that's not out there, but I'm probably going to do that at my vape shop. I was going to do an online vape shop because it might be a little bit easier, not easier, cheaper, maybe a little cheaper, because you don't have to pay for rent, for leasing for a brick and mortar location. But you know, people should really offer that, because I buy so much juice. I go on Instagram. I have all these companies that, you know, show all these new flavors that have really, really good price. Like, yeah, let me grab one. Here. I got my little vape lab over here. So I bought 120 milliliters of this company called, what the hell's the name? Nautical Vapors, okay? They give you 2 60 ml glass bottles for $35. You could buy 500 milliliters for like $50 or some shit. But I mean, I had to go out on a limb and pick one by the description and order it. And then I wait till it gets here, and then I try it. It's like a yogurt and peach, and it tastes like shit. I don't like it. So I'm stuck with 120 fucking milliliters of juice that I'm not going to vape, and $35 in the hole. And, you know, somebody else might like this juice. I wish I had like a quick thing where you could go, oh, you got some juice I like? Oh, all right. You give me that, and I'll send you this. And do like a trade, because they don't take it back once you open it, even though I have another one unopened of the other 60 mil. But, I mean, this thing's fucking full. Full to the brim. Let me see if I can get that. See that little bubble? I mean, it's full right up to the brim. I have 120 mils of somebody that might like this shit, but I don't like it. So I just wasted $35 on a juice that I don't like. I mean, that sucks. That just sucks. Like, I bought the Sigelei. Did research on this versus the IPv3. I was on the fence with the IPv3 in the Sigelei 150 watt. Very happy with mine because I did research. There's a lot of things on the IPv3 that the Sigelei doesn't have that you can't even use. Like a DC AC charger hole. That if you don't have the right voltage, you can fucking ruin your device. Why put it on there if you ain't gonna come with a charger? You've heard enough reviews of that. But I bought that for like $100. Another company that is very good, ElevateVapes.com in New York. Big Lou, you probably know about that. And WetVapes.com. I bought that from WetVapes.com. They have clones. They don't have a large selection, but they do have clones. And that's where I bought my stuff most of the time. You know, I'm not saying anything bad about eBay. It's just, this is the first time this happened to me. This is the first time. That's the first time that happened to me. I bought something that ain't as described. And then after I bought it and it got here, I read the reviews. After having a gut feeling of that being wrong, I went to the negative comments. There was like 4 or 10 saying item not as described. It's a piece of shit. It's not the, you know, exactly what I had the problem with. So, you know, then it's all like, you know, did they actually make a mistake? I don't really think so. But, you know, I'm asking for my money back. I bought another one. Done deal. Just done deal on that. Like the Troll RDA. Authentic by Wotofo, whatever it's called. The same one that made the Freak Show. $30. That thing effing chucks. It chucks. I love it. Put a chuff top on it. It comes with a... It comes with this, like a Mutation X top cap. It's got like the little blades there, and it's got more of like a conical design. And you can put a 510 drip tip on there. You can pop that out. But I haven't been using it. I've been using it to chuck. I got a 150 watt, you know, device, and it's been working great. China's up in their game on authentics. They're up in their game, and it's a great price. 30, 40. Around 50, anywhere around 50, 60, 40, 50. That is where authentic mech mods, RDAs, etc. should be. Now, I think like tanks, like the Limo, should be, I think they should be a little more expensive because it looks like there's a lot more that goes into it. But they don't chuck like an RDA. I want somebody to come out with a tank that hits like a dripper. I know there's like 528 customs that can take your K-Fun, drill out the things, make the well bigger, all that, yada, yada, yada. But it costs like $60, $85 or some shit. I'm going to spend $20, $30, $40 on a clone, maybe even $130 on an authentic, and then spend another $60 to $80 getting it drilled out. When, you know, the people that advertise this shit, man, I'm telling you, they use like 100% authentic VG juice. They put a bunch of fucking lights on. They make sure the room's fucking cold. And they're checking these big-ass clouds. That's the majority of it. Like, I ain't going to knock anybody. I'm not going to say any reviewers that do it. But you guys probably know what the hell I'm talking about. But, like, I buy stuff based off reviews that I see. And I see the Limos, like, this dude's, like, chucking, like, huge clouds. Huge clouds, like tremendous, like dripper clouds. And I go ahead and I buy it, and I got a 1.0 in there. I have it wide open, you know. I put like a high VG juice in there, and it's like a regular tank, like a K-Fun, maybe a little bit more than a K-Fun. But I still think that the holes are too small. The chimney is, you know, should be shorter. I'd rather have like 2 mils of juice and have it hit like a friggin' dripper than have like 6 mils of juice and have it hit like, you know, any other tank that sucks. So I put a Clapton coil in it, and it's got, you know, it's got good flavor, but it's not, it doesn't satisfy my vape. I like to feel like I got a full, deep, dense mouthful of vapor, and the Sigelli in this thing does it. 24 gauge is what I've been at. I just bought 22 gauge. I tried that out. I can put that in the Troll with the Sigelli, but man, I don't like going below 0.2 ohms. I just feel it gets really hot, really fast. I feel like a battery's going to explode in my face. I use VT. Oh, another thing. Sony VTCs, 4s, 5s. I just bought supposedly VTC 5s off eBay. This guy says, he was honest though. They're authentic. They're made just like the real Sonys. VTC 5s. But he's more or less saying that they're not like VTC 5s. Like, he remade them exactly the way they did. At least he was honest with me. If somebody's honest with me, you know, I'll do business. But I bought a VTC 4 from my local vape shop, and like I get like 10 good pulls, and then it drops like to, I feel like it's a dead battery. I put it on the charger, there's only 1 bar gone. You know? So I bought some VTC 4s off Lightning Vapes. Trust them. I trust them to death. Everything they gave me has been quality, and they're very cheap. So I bought some from them. I got them in. I got one in right now. Actually, no, I got an Emrin 38 amp in here now, but I bought like 2 of them. Working great so far. They're brand new, you know, but I saw the difference between the one I got from the vape shop and the ones that I bought from them. Like, they look very similar, but different material on the sleeve and the green was a different color. But I peeled off the sticker and I looked at the serial numbers on there, and it looked identical. So it could have been because I used my Trustfire Bay charger, overcharged the fucking thing, and then, you know, it doesn't last. It shits the bed. So I got my Nightcore D4 charger. I suggest that, guys. It automatically stops charging it once it's done charged. Like, I plug it in and go to sleep. Come up, they're charged. They're not overcharged. They're ready to go. They charge them at like a specific, like 3.7 volts. Tells you how many miles that, you know, are left, and that's charging. So that was great. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to give you a heads up on what companies to look out for, what not to look for, and what to buy. Tobacco, 8 Cigar, Sig Green, I heard they're really coming up. And those are the ones that I would stick to. I wouldn't buy E-Pro, I wouldn't buy Infinite, I wouldn't buy King 2. I have a couple, I have one of them, and it's janky. It's good flavor. I'm using it right now, but I can't do another build on it. I'm stuck with what I got. I don't feel like dealing with the spinning post, and it leaks like a son of a bitch, and the top cap doesn't sit down until I get the other top cap, the AFC ring. It doesn't sit flush. It's all like just a bunch of bullshit. But that's what you get when you buy clones. You got to go through that. But I'm trying to give my experience to you viewers. If you watch this, I'm giving the experience to you from what I've spent money learning in the long run. So that's it, guys, man. I hope you liked the video. Let me know if you want to see another video, or you want me to do another video on something else. And like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next review. Peace.